Básicamente, el día de hoy, no tengo ni la más mínima preocupación de enfrentarme a Puma. Por esta oportunidad, por el contendiente número 1 para el campeonato ligero de PCW. Y te voy a decir por qué. Es bien fácil, porque yo soy el jefe de la lucha libre. No se trata de máscaras, no se trata de equipos vistosos, no. Se trata de lo que tienes adentro, tus conocimientos y lo que vales. Y déjame decirte algo, Puma. Hoy tú pierdes y el jefe, después de esto, se convierte en el nuevo campeón.
Breathe in, breathe out. We're standing on the edge now. This is the moment that we came for. And now we're going it alone. We just wanna know, we just wanna go into the unknown.
Welcome to another edition of PCW Ultra Mutiny. My name is Mike Simmons, and we are firmly on the road to PCW Ultra's Into the Void. It comes via Friday night, October 18th, from the PCW Ultratorium in Wilmington, California. Tickets are available right now at PCWUltra.com. And if you want to see what went down at our last event, No Quarter is available in its entirety right now at PCWOnDemand.com. Witness the unsanctioned street fight between Warbeast and Outlaws Inc., Tessa Blanchard defending her Ultra Woman Championship against Sumi Sakai, and a whole lot more. PCWOnDemand.com to catch it all. But as you saw at the top of the broadcast, Daga went into No Quarter looking to cement his claim as the #1 contender for the Ultralight Championship. And that night, he squared off against the unorthodox Puma King. Let's take it down to ringside with the voices of PCW Ultra, Todd Keneley, Christian Cole, and a special guest.
Ladies and gentlemen, this contest with a 20-minute time limit will determine a new #1 contender to the Ultralight Championship. Making his way into the ring from Aztec, Mexico, weighing 86 kilos, El Jefe, Daga!
Good set for action here at PCW Ultra high-stakes matchup. A date with destiny down the line for the PCW Ultralight Championship as Daga prepares to face Puma King. We are joined in the broadcast position by none other than the Ultralight champion himself, superstar Jake Atlas. Welcome, champ.
Thank you guys for having me. I think this is one I'm definitely going to want to watch, right?
Well, yeah.
His opponent comes to us from Mexico City, Mexico, weighing 190 pounds, Puma King!
Puma King making his way to the ring, and champ, ever since winning that title, it's been a who's who coming down the pipe, looking to take you off that ultralight throne. Your thoughts on the two competitors in this #1 contenders matchup?
I think that this is a great step for me. You're looking at every single time I've defended this belt, they've given me a new style. They've given me a new approach. You know, you had Trey Miguel from the Rascals, who was a tag team specialist, so you don't know what that can do in front of competition. Tonight I've got TJP, who is obviously an amateur wrestling specialist. Now you've got two of the great luchadors from Mexico going ahead. So every time they're upping the style, they're changing it up on me. I think it's just a challenge for me to prove I can go with the best of them.
No doubt about it. Got an excellent chance to scout here.
Puma King just catting around, as E40 would say. He's doing his thing up there. And, you know, Jake, I have to ask you, I mean, obviously you have a huge match later on tonight that you're going to be thinking about right now, and you're spectating this match to figure out what the future holds. But, I mean, what if you lost your championship tonight? What happens then, buddy? I mean, what are you going to do if you lose?
It's not an option, for one. But if it were to happen, I mean, that just means that I just go back into contention. And one day down the line, I'm probably going to have to face Puma King or Daga in this division to get back up.
Is there a guy, Jake, that you would rather face out of these two, someone you've scouted?
Oh man, I'm a huge fan of both of them, but Daga is someone I've definitely wanted a one-on-one with. I've had my fair share with Puma King about a year ago back at PCW in triple threat action. The singles wouldn't be bad, but Daga is one of the best right now. He's finishing up off of AAA, Triple Mania, and I want Daga. That's what's got me. I want a challenge.
Very interesting. I think both of these great athletes would be a tough challenge for certain. And back to square one, neither able to get the clear-cut advantage. And you got two really, much like yourself, two of the powerhouses of that ultralight
why are you
division.
kissing the champ's ass? Is that what this is going to be, an ass-kissing fest? I mean, come on.
He's right, powerhouse.
Oh, so you're a powerhouse now. To me, you've always been one of the most nimble, dynamic, best-looking wrestlers. But I wouldn't kiss your ass like Todd Keneley would.
You just state facts.
And saying that they've got power as well as agility, much like the champion. And certainly, with Puma King in there, very unorthodox as well. Tough to prepare for, I would imagine.
Yes, 100%. It's not just lucha, as you can see. He tries to throw his opponents off.
Using that shoulder butt there was Daga. And now pace quickens. Moonsault to the outside. I think he caught him with the knees there too.
Yeah, I
guys.
see it.
You know, Jake, while the action's just spilling to the outside, I have to ask you, I mean, what has this PCW Ultra Light Championship meant to you in your career and how it's affected you personally for this last somewhat of a year or so?
This championship means the world to me. And it's not just, I'm not just saying that because my last name's Atlas. I've taken this championship over to Portland, a whole other state. You know, I've gone across the pond to Europe, and I've never been shy of telling the world I am PCW Ultra. I am PCW Ultralight Champion. So I always say Ultra Pride, right? I'm proud to be a part of this company, and I'm proud to represent.
No doubt about it. And you mentioned as well, champ, to go for the ride with me in this title reign. I will show you the world, and you've defended that title around the globe now as well. So fitting, as both of these would-be #1 contenders are battling on the apron.
Yeah, if these guys don't get out of danger, I don't know if either of them will be able to survive and face you in the future for your ultralight championship. I mean, you don't want to kill each other here.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Oh my God!
Death Valley driver right there on the apron by Daga. Daga a bit of a win streak here in PCW Ultra, coming off of a big victory in which he teamed with Ultra Women's Champion Tessa Blanchard, taking on Taya Valkyrie and Johnny Impact, and they got the win in that big, high-profile matchup.
They're going all out here. They really want a shot at me.
What's it been like, the meteoric rise, champ? We were talking before about the importance of those early Young Guns events and a first opportunity. Hold on, this Daga goes for the cover. You were on the very first Young Gun event, and now you sit here with us as the ultralight champion.
What a crazy story, Jake. I got to tell you, man. What a crazy story.
I mean, I was on the first and the second, and didn't come out victorious of it. And it's always been something for me to prove. You know, I think there's no other story than that. You put me on a show that's supposed to seek out the young talent in the area, and I didn't get the opportunity to. But as soon as PCW Ultra gave me the green light and allowed me to showcase my ability, my pride, and my strength, I came out on top, and clearly I'm at the top of this division.
And it says something, champ, that Dom Vitale was so impressed, even in your losing efforts at Young Guns, too. He gave you an opportunity, and then look at you now. Now you're the champion.
I just don't want to make waste of any opportunity I'm given here. So I mean, these guys are just, it is.
This is getting physical in a hurry, guys. Big vicious strikes there by Daga, trying to take down Puma King. Puma King, as we mentioned, on the large side of the luchadors, on the large side of the ultralight division once took on the likes of a super heavyweight, Brody King, right here in PCW
That's
Ultra.
true, yes. Right.
That's what Jake was talking about earlier, is the dynamics of your opponents when you're on this roster, whether you're in the light championship scene or whether you're in the ultra championship scene. There's just so many different talents and powerhouses here. Look at Daga fly with that beautiful standing enziguri. Man, Daga's an athlete. I get why you want to fight him, Jake.
I mean, both of these guys are just...
Look out here, Daga, outside, inside, beautifully into the cover, looking to put him away. And looking for a shot down the line at that title that you hold so proudly.
I just appreciate the fact that these guys, it's the division as a whole. You know, this championship means something. It is a part of something bigger. PCW Ultra is the top promotion here in California. These guys are showing that it's not only just the championship that they want to represent, it's the division. So
all the way.
Here we go.
Oh, well, that'll change your attitude in a hurry. Again, that unorthodox nature of Puma King. Look out here! Wow!
Oh, he's not done. He's not done.
Puma King looking to capitalize. Turning Daga inside out. No, he is not.
Oh!
Incredible action here in this light championship contender match. Jake, I have to ask you, real quick, can you give us a preview of the match later tonight? What do you expect to see in the ring in your championship defense later?
I think I'm trying to learn TJP. I am trying to learn.
Quick cover here, Jake. That was close.
I'm trying to learn what he's about, where he's from. As far as the style in the ring, the great thing about myself and TJP is there's so much on the line for the both of us. It's not only trying to come out on top as ultralight champion. He's got his, Filipino-American community he's trying to represent. I've got my Mexican-American and LGBTQ community I'm trying to represent. There's just so much at stake. I'm willing to do whatever it takes to go tit for tat with him in his game and see if I can beat him.
That championship match coming up later tonight. But
here comes
here
Daga.
To determine a #1 contender.
Man.
And Daga goes flying with that beautiful
I don't think he's done. I don't think he's done, Todd.
Certainly doesn't look that way. And both Daga and Puma King have thrown caution to the wind
here we go.
in this matchup with a huge opportunity on the line. Corkscrew plunging to the outside, and he caught him hard and heavy there.
Incredible by Daga, showing exactly what our champion Jake Atlas was saying earlier. Every man on this roster wants a shot at Atlas, and these two are showing it right now.
All the way back to Mecha Wolf, the first ultralight champion. It's really been such a competitive division. One of the benchmarks of PCW Ultra, where we talk about being the full spectrum of professional wrestling, and you certainly do at all times when you hold that gold have a target. And it wasn't that long ago, it was TJ Perkins that won a #1 contender match against Adam Brooks. Now who's going to be next in line? We might find out right now. Daga upstairs.
What is he thinking? Oh, nobody home. Oh.
Dang, Puma King is quick, boys.
There it is. There's the
little fur ball in his throat, blows it out. The cat might get it.
That's
the cat might do it.
Oh, 2-0.
High impact power bomb there, sat out, did Puma King, but still not enough. Seemingly, both Puma King and Daga have 9 lives in this one. So much on the line, you're really going to have to put your opponent in a compromising position.
No matter what, these guys are elevating this division, and that's what I have to appreciate as champion.
Yeah, it makes this division the talk of the town, really, Jake.
Exactly.
Something that you've been doing for several months now. Oh, look at this submission. Goes for an inverted crab and lets it go.
Oh.
Almost had a variation of a belly goat's curse there, but Daga able to ward it off. Look out here. Look at that power into a death valley driver. Really spiked him as well. Capitalizes.
Is this it? Oh.
Man.
Close.
And folks, if Jake Atlas sitting right next to you, you can see, Jake, if you don't mind me talking to you about you while you're sitting here, I mean, how interested you really are in what's going on in this match. I mean, you're on the edge of your seat. I mean, one of these guys is going to come after your championship, and you have one of the best seats in the house.
This division is, I can't put it into enough words. I mean, these guys are just giving it their all. These guys are exhausted. We've gone to the outside.
All about getting a shot.
Near fall.
Look out here. weight over the shoulders. Only a count of 2. Great counter wrestling by both. Striking, high flying, you're seeing it all.
Oh, here we go.
Northern Lights, no. DDT the other way. You know a little something about DDTs, don't you, champ?
Yeah,
One of the best in the business. Puma King just assaulting the prone body of Daga. Oh my God, almost 3 again.
This could go either way at this point.
Well, it's been back and forth the entire time, champ. We're not sure exactly who's going to go on to become #1 contender. These fans on the edge of their seats trying to figure it out themselves.
And in all these ultralight matchups, champ, you really conditioning all the athletes in this division so well conditioned. You always have to be ready for a marathon, don't you?
Yeah, 100%. I mean, look at Daga. He's in great shape. I mean, this guy is in the gym. I want to say 24/7. So.
Oh my God, double headbutt.
Look at that, landed on top, he's out. I think Daga was knocked unconscious
that
there.
was close.
Daga might still be out, boys. That headbutt was nasty. And
Puma's
both men feeling it.
Yeah, Puma's trying to get that crowd back.
Daga almost became #1 contender, basically by sheer luck. They were both knocked out. That headbutt, Daga landed on top. This match continues. High heat right up the middle.
Oh, I know what this is. Puma. Oh, no.
Oh my
Oh,
goodness.
Daga's in trouble.
Oh
my God!
Looking to snatch victory from the jaws of defeat.
Oh!
You might get your wish, Jake. Can Daga get free? Will he be the #1 contender?
There you
That's
go.
it.
Your
All right,
winner
Daga.
and
All right,
#1
Daga.
contender to the Ultralight Championship,
Yeah, they don't
Daga.
call him El Jefe for nothing, right?
No doubt about it, champ. Now that's one piece of the puzzle, but you've got a big hurdle to jump yourself as you take on TJP later for that goal. Will we see that dream match of Jake Atlas? Well, you're in control of your own
It's up to
destiny,
you now,
champ.
bud. Might want to do it.
I'm ready.
it
I'm
for your
ready.
dreams.
I'm ready for TJP tonight. And you know what? Daga, I'm going to show you who's boss, buddy.
Just a quick question before you go. Now that you finally made it, have you left El Monte? Or have you moved out of El Monte yet?
Yes, actually.
I'm a
Yes,
real estate agent,
yes,
so if you need some
Yes,
some
actually,
options.
I'm out of El Monte. Not too far away from there, but El Monte is the greatest city. You gotta be joking me. Come on now.
So dreams do really come
Dreams
true
do
when
come
you're
true.
the
Maybe you're
ultralight champion. Well, champ, thank you very
Thank
much.
you guys for having me. Hell yeah, I gotta go prepare to go defend my championship now.
Good luck tonight.
Thank
I
you.
really do want to see you versus Daga. What a match that would be.
So half of the equation is set. Daga moves on to Into the Void to take on either TJP or Jake Atlas for the Ultralight Championship. And in 2 weeks here on Mutiny, Atlas and Perkins will collide for that Ultralight Championship. The winner faces El Jefe in October. But coming up next, we reach into our vault and we give you a classic match between Penta el Zero M and Flip Gordon. Mutiny rolls on right after this.
In Japan, we have embraced many things from the West. We honor them. We celebrate them. And master them. In return, we offer something for you to enjoy. Sapporo, Japan's oldest beer brand, now brewed and enjoyed around the world. And our way of saying,
Arigato.
Next week, we'll see the debut of Brian Pillman Jr. as he takes on former ultralight champion Douglas James. Also next week, we're going to take it back to Anniversary 2K18, when Joey Janela and Jimmy Jacobs teamed up to face Fatu and Joseph, Warbeast, in a violent confrontation. But now it's time to rewind the clock back to March of 2017, when Flip Gordon made his PCW Ultra debut against former Ultra champion Penta el Zero M. As always on the call, the voices of PCW Ultra, Todd Keneley and Christian Cole.
Flip Gordon, one of the top young prospects making their way to Pacific Coast Wrestling. What a match he has in store. Now, I would say performing under the bright lights of Southern California. Recently, he hit the lights, literally, performing a moonsault. He brought the house down.
Indeed he did, if you've seen it on the internet. And tonight is a night of firsts, Todd Keneley. It's a night of firsts. Every single match will be the first time you've seen that match happen in anywhere on the planet. But tonight, for this man, for Flip Gordon, it is the first time that he makes his debut here in PCW, and he looks ready as ever. Display a little athleticism off the top. This guy can go.
Yeah, he can multitask. Christian Cole, Dan Masters doing the honors, but really no introduction necessary for this man. The first ever PCW heavyweight champion, Penta el Zero M.
And for Penta el Zero M, this is a man who is known from a different name, but that's a different era. But I can guarantee you that Penta el Zero M is the same warrior he's always been. He's just as hungry as he's ever been. And for the former PCW heavyweight champion, the first ever PCW heavyweight champion, he makes his triumphant return here to PCW Arena.
This place absolutely erupting. Zero Miedo indeed. First time seeing Penta since he lost the title to Rob Van Dam. Of course, RVD defending the gold later on tonight against MVP. What a night, top to bottom. Can't wait to kick it off. What a way to start things off, Christian, with the former and first ever heavyweight champ in the squared circle.
First ever heavyweight champion, Penta el Zero M, facing off against Flip Gordon, making his debut, his first match here in Pacific Coast Wrestling. Later on tonight, we'll see an incredible amount of firsts. Every single match will be a first tonight. We'll see the tag team titles defended as Warbeast goes 2-on-2. And who are they facing tonight, Todd? I mean, tell the fans.
Facing Los Luchas, former NWA World Tag Team title holders in their own right. But right now, the story is the warm welcome back to Zero Miedo.
And you can feel the energy in the building. You can feel how these people are so ready for the debut of Flip Gordon, so ready for the return of Penta el Zero M. And now as they stand here and the fans giving the love.
Some support out there for Flip Gordon as well.
Yeah, and sure, Todd, I mean, Flip Gordon is an incredible athlete with a name that is recognized around the entire country.
But the support for Penta Zero Miedo is absolutely deafening as these two square off. But on the flip side, we got to talk about the opportunity. Well, some moxie there by the youngster.
Going straight for that side headlock, Todd. The opportunity indeed taken by Flip Gordon. And Flip now goes straight into it. His typical routine, just flipping around. I mean, but that's not all he can do. He is an athlete, a five-tool player is Flip Gordon. Oh my God.
Flipped right into that one. Didn't stick the landing on that flip, did Gordon? And right into that buzzsaw-like kick. Gordon is a former gymnast, but he's got an MMA background as well, so he's not afraid to mix it up.
Yeah, that's kind of becoming a common theme here in Pacific Coast Wrestling, from Scorpio Sky to Douglas James and now Flip Gordon, all mixed martial arts practitioners. And Flip Gordon now in trouble as he's taking some low kicks to the left leg.
I hope he trained how to check a kick. Quiet, please.
Oh, God.
Oh! Goodness gracious.
And Flip does not want to be on the receiving end of that chop. One of the strongest chops in the building you may have seen, that Penta removed his right glove to, oh God, ducking.
Oh, little matrix action. Well, maybe Flip will be the one. Elusive here by Flip Gordon. Penta, I don't think, knows what to make of it.
Ducks the clothesline, does Flip Gordon, missing with the kick, but an Enzi hitting him with that on the follow-up. Incredible.
And this speaks volumes here. Penta rolling to the outside, trying to catch a breather, but nowhere to run from Flip Gordon. Man, this guy moves like he is underwater, fittingly enough, here at high tide, and connects with another shot there to Penta el Zero M.
Oh my goodness! Incredible. Incredible. That was a flip. I mean, how many flips has this guy got?
No shortage. And now earning some respect. Big moonsault to the outside.
We've seen him front flip. We've seen him back flip. We've seen him nip up. Flip Gordon, an incredible athlete. Somewhat unassuming. When I first met this guy, he just kind of
looking for the springboard. But the timing of Zero Miedo, impeccable. We saw it over victories, in victories over Willie Mack and Brian Cage in one night to win the title. Penta goes upstairs, and now these two trading like Wall Street.
Oh, double kick and double down. And that'll give me a chance as the veteran referee, Rudy Moreno, starts the count. That'll give me a chance to talk about what I was saying. You meet Flip Gordon, you don't see that this guy is gonna be the incredible athlete, the incredible wrestler that he is. But once you've seen him wrestle, I mean, he is so impressive.
Christian Coldo, are you surprised that Gordon, known for his aerial assault, are you surprised that he's trying to outstrike Penta Zero M?
Actually, I'm not surprised. I mean, coming from that MMA background, Flip Gordon, he's always going to want to find out his opponent's game plan. Here's a cover, Todd.
Looking for the win, and again, if Gordon can score the victory here, Christian, it'll propel him to the upper echelon of the roster here in Pacific Coast Wrestling. Again, he's in there with the first ever champ.
And to your point earlier, I mean, if you want to try and strike with Penta, it might be the best plan, because you certainly, oh my God, maybe not.
Me. Sounded like a gun going off.
Wow. Talk about moving underwater. Look at Penta. That incredible offense is Penta Zero M. Now into a cover. 2 count. And a 2 only there. Oh, wow, look at that. And the frustration now building. And you could see it in the eyes of Penta el Zero M.
Again, we are here at high tide, and very few have been making the kind of waves in the industry as of late as Penta Zero Miedo. I mean, some of the moves he's made, but it's great to have him right here in Pacific Coast Wrestling, but wasting a lot of time here, perhaps, Christian.
Yeah, what is he doing here? Maybe a little over-concerned with the official is Penta el Zero M. Now bringing Flip Gordon back up to his feet.
Oh,
vertical
man.
base.
He was looking for a fear factor. That's how he won the championship.
Oh, wow.
Fireman's carry, roll through, variation of the Death Valley driver into the cover now. Trying to catch him. Oh, that was close.
And it's going to take a lot more than that to put away the former PCW heavyweight champion Penta el Zero M. And Flip Gordon in his debut doesn't have the knowledge, doesn't have the ability to study Penta as the PCW regular roster has done.
Flip Gordon now again trying to go high risk. Not high reward there. Gets caught by the precision. Time it again. Count it 2. 3 on its way, but no. Only the count of 2 there. Back and forth. A really physical matchup. Maybe more physical than we expected.
Incredibly physical so far. Penta el Zero M, he lost his heavyweight championship, and it was devastating. I spoke to him about it about a month and a half ago, and he said he couldn't wait to return to get his vengeance on the PCW roster, to try and earn his way back up to that title.
Of course, Zero Miedo said after he lost the title, no shame in losing to a legend, but he wants to climb that ladder again. No wasted motion here for Flip Gordon. Catches him with the moonsault after the fireman's carry roll through now. Little second stanza.
And Flip Gordon flipping, and wow. Incredible running shooting star press, a 2 count only there. Wow. And as we watch now Penta el Zero M, he's in trouble here. I mean, I don't know that he's been able to study Flip Gordon the way that Flip hasn't been able to study him. Two guys, again, going at it for the very first time ever.
Zero Mieto's been in a lot, to your point, it's been a lot of high-profile matchups, easier to scout perhaps. Flip Gordon, 5 years in the Army National Guard. He's bringing the heavy artillery here tonight. Nobody home. He was looking for the air assault, as he calls it. Now a head scissors takedown, so calls the audible there, Christian.
And what is this? Incredible plancha suicida through the middle rope there. And I'm not sure that Flip Gordon didn't take the brunt of that. I think, was there a counter by Penta there? Maybe a forearm counter as Flip flew through the air.
Well, Penta, Zero Mieto has certainly brought his A game when it comes to the counter strikes thus far, and that might have been another case of it.
Big chop by the former champion and a return chop. And now both men exchanging chops on the apron.
Multiple chops, shot after shot now.
Wow, incredible chop there. And this is dangerous because, as you know, it's the hardest part of the ring. Wow, super kick.
Gordon stealing a page out of the Penta playbook there. Counters on his own. Uh-oh, look out here.
Oh, no.
Oh, my goodness,
Oh,
no
God.
fear
Oh, my
factor
God.
on the apron. New name, new attitude by Penta.
And now Penta ascends to the top rope.
He's never looked better, Christian Cole La Lanza. Little shout out to Pero Aguayo Jr. and he gets the win. We've seen some phenomenal performances here in PCW by Penta Zero Mieto. Have you ever seen a more aggressive, more impressive than we saw here tonight?
Quite frankly, I haven't. Penta el Zero Mieto is a former PCW heavyweight champion, and yet tonight he was dominant. Tonight he made a statement. Penta el Zero Mieto is back.
Great performance as well by Flip Gordon, man. He threw caution to the wind, put it all out there, but the turning point was really that fear factor on the apron, and that was the beginning of the end. Oh.
Whoa.
An impressive showing for both men, but at High Tide, Penta was the better man. And if you want access to High Tide and our entire PCW Ultra library, go to PCWOnDemand.com, where you can watch hundreds of hours of content from PCW Ultra and our partner promotions from all around the globe. And don't forget, you can watch PCW Ultra's No Quarter in its entirety right now at PCWOnDemand.com. And a reminder for what's on tap next week: The Promised Prince, Brian Pillman Jr., makes his PCW Ultra debut against Douglas James, and we're gonna take it back to when War Beast faced off against Joey Janela and Jimmy Jacobs. For our entire crew, this is Mike Simmons signing off, and we'll catch you next week here on Mutiny.